now I take appropriation railway number 2 bill 2015. I think it can be passed in half an hour. Half an hour, yes. So those who speak only accordingly 2-3 minutes. 3 minutes only. Suresh Prabhu to move.
Yes, sir. Sir, I beg to move that a bill to authorize payment and appropriation of certain sums from and out of the Consolidated Fund of India for the services of the financial 2015-16 for the purpose of railways as passed by the Lok Sabha be taken into consideration.
Okay, now those who want to speak, Sri Shamshar Singh Manhas. 3 minutes. 3? Maximum 5, not more than 5 in any case.
ठीक है, थैंक यू सर। आदरणीय उपाध्यक्ष जी, अभी ये जो बिल रखा गया है, बेसिकली तो देखा जाए पूरे देश में 2 तरह के बजट रहते हैं। एक बजट तो रहता है मेन बजट और दूसरा रेलवे बजट। और इस बजट में विभिन्न विभागों में जिस प्रकार से आवंटित किया जाता है पैसा, 3,78,000 करोड़ रुपए का इनका विभाजन हुआ है। इस बहुत अच्छा है कि इस प्रकार आने वाले दिनों में जिस प्रकार पहले होता था, योजनाएं बनती थी, योजनाएं क्रियान्वयन नहीं हो पाती थी, समय अवधि नहीं थी, टाइम बाउंड नहीं रहता था कितने समय में कौन सी योजना पूरी हो पाएगी। अभी इस प्रकार इस बजट में जिस प्रकार आदरणीय रेल मंत्री जी ने जो विचार किया कि हमने इस प्रकार आने वाले दिनों में ना तो कोई रेल बढ़ाई है, ना कोई और योजना कोई नई रखी है जिसके क्रियान्वित करने का प्रयास किया जाए। पिछली योजनाएं हमारे पास इतनी ज़्यादा हैं, अगर वही इम्प्लीमेंट हो, अगर वही काम करें तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। खासकर मैं जम्मू कश्मीर से मैं आता हूं और जम्मू कश्मीर एक ऐसा संवेदनशील प्रदेश है जहां पे हमेशा समस्याएं रहती है। अगर सबसे बड़ी देखा जाए तो वहां पर सबसे बड़ी समस्या है बॉर्डर सीमा से रहने वाले। वहां आर्मी के जवान जिस प्रकार जाते हैं, अगर रेलवे ठीक प्रकार से वहां जाती हैं, इस प्रकार 39 ट्रेनें जाती हैं और भी इस प्रकार से जिस प्रकार योजना वहां दी गई हैं, जम्मू से पुंछ तक जिनके वो रेलवे लाइन बिछनी चाहिए थी, योजना बने हुए तो 10 साल हो गया लेकिन अभी तक वो शुरू नहीं हो पाई। इसी प्रकार योजना से श्रीनगर जाने के लिए बनी थी लेकिन वो योजना अदर में लटकी हुई है। यानी कि योजनाएं तो नई नई बनती जाएंगी लेकिन उसके लिए ना बने, तो इसलिए ऐसा होता रहा है आज तक। जे आगे आने वाले दिनों में ना हो, पिछली योजना जो है पूरी होकर रह जाए, इसलिए मंत्री जी ने विचार किया होगा। और खासकर हमारे सरकार जो है जिस प्रकार करना चाहती है, कम से कम पिछली योजना को पूरा करने के उपरांत नई योजनाएं उस समय ली जाएं ताकि हमारे पास पैसा भी रहेगा। अन्यथा केवल लोगों को लुभावना करने के लिए, लोगों को केवल दिखाने के लिए, केवल हमने रखा है जी आपके लिए, हम ये कर रहे हैं वो कर रहे हैं, हम भाषण देंगे जाकर अपने अपने स्थान पर, लेकिन वहाँ पे योजना लागू नहीं होती। इसलिए बहुत अच्छा मैं कहता हूँ, मंत्री जी का मैं बधाई देता हूँ, आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ इस प्रकार का सारा करने से। और खासकर श्रीनगर बजट जन के रेलवे पहुँचनी चाहिए। और अब 35-37 वर्ष हो गया इस योजना को किया हो गया, वहाँ पहुँचने के कितना कारण है आप जानते होंगे। जम्मू से लेकर श्रीनगर तक जो सड़क है बिल्कुल मार्ग जो है वो छोटा पड़ता है। अगर ट्रेन वहाँ पे जाती है, वहाँ फल का उत्पादन होता है, टूरिस्ट वहाँ पे जाता है, तो कितना यहाँ के और वहाँ पे आशा प्राप्त हो सकता था, इकानमी हमारी बढ़ सकती थी। लेकिन आज तक इकानमी नहीं हुई। उसका कारण क्या है? क्योंकि योजना नई बनती गई लेकिन योजना को क्रियान्वित करना, योजना को लागू करना, योजना पूरी हो, उसके लिए कभी विचार नहीं किया जाता था। इसलिए अभी जैसे श्री शक्ति ट्रेन अभी गई है तो उसमें जिस प्रकार से सारी सुविधाएं चाहिए, खासकर उसमें स्वीपर तक नहीं है, तो नई योजना के लिए करने के बाद उसको पूरी चीजें उपलब्ध हों, यानी कि बीच में खाना ठीक प्रकार से मिलता है तो ठीक से मिले। इसी प्रकार कोंकण रेलवे आज जो काम वहाँ पे कर रहा है, ठीक प्रकार ईमानदारी से उसने करना चाहिए लेकिन वो ठीक ईमानदारी से काम नहीं कर रहा। कटरा तक पहुँचने के उपरांत बहुत सारी यहाँ के जो कर्मचारी हैं वो अपनी अपनी तौर से सोच रहे हैं। उसका कारण यही रहा है कि योजना पर योजना नई योजना लागू करते रहे, हम नई उनको कहते रहे, लेकिन कहने के उपरांत उन पर अकाउंटेबिलिटी जो चाहिए थी, टाइम अवधि चाहिए थी, समय अवधि चाहिए थी, वो ना हो पाती थी। जिसका 10 साल का रखा जाता वो 40 साल तक लटका रहता था, जिसको 5 साल के लिए रखा वो 20 साल में नहीं बन पाती थी। बजट भी बढ़ता था और जिस प्रकार नई बजट के बाद नया बजट बढ़ता था उससे पूरा नहीं होता। मैं मंत्री जी का बहुत आभार व्यक्त कर रहा हूँ और समर्थन करता हूँ जो बिल जो रखा गया है, जो इस प्रकार की सारी योजना बनी हैं वो योजना टाइम अवधि में समय के अनुसार ही सारी चीजें पूरी हों। इतना ही मुझे कहना है। भारत माता की जय।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। नाउ श्री आलोक तिवारी। नाउ no, listen. Mr. Tiwari, 1 minute. No, I tell you, okay. No, I will, yes. Now you take your seat.
Very well.
Listen, see, the House is running on certain rules and certain practices. See, you remember there is direction from chairman that names should be given before commencement of the discussion. Last week I announced here, listen, you sit down, let me complete. Last week I announced that as per direction of chairman, it is going to be implemented hereafter. I announced that in English, which you know very well. I announced that. And the chairman has directed to implement it. We have to implement it. I cannot give an exception for that. I already rejected other names. Why don't you give the name before the commencement of the discussion? So that is why the whole discussions are being, you see, so why don't you, no, what prevents you in giving name before starting the discussion? What prevents you? Let me know. Why do you put me in trouble? Because I already said half an hour discussion only. Okay, I can give one exception, okay, but the exception, but one thing, yes, I can give an exception.
also said-
All right, I can, but I tell you, Honorable Chairman has directed that this direction should be implemented, and we are going to implement it. Once again, I am reminding all honorable members, those who want to speak, give the name before the commencement of the discussion. Because then only I can, manage, then only the chair can manage the time. Now I say, why I announced half an hour after seeing this? I announced half an hour and I get. So, okay, as an exception, I will do 2-3 minutes. Now I will call you at that time.
मेंबर का जो है वो
yeah.
मेडन स्पीच थी.
Yeah,
Despite of the maiden speech, he speak only.
Yeah, I know that.
So, 3
So
minutes.
that is, I know, but I tell you, that is not being treated as
Yes.
maiden speech. That is not being treated as, because he has reduced it on my request. My request. Yeah, my request. See, yes, I requested to limit the speech to 3 minutes, and she stood by that, adhered to that. And for that I am thankful to him. It is not his maiden speech. It will not be treated as his maiden speech. Now allow Tiwari.
माननीय उपाध्यक्ष महोदय
3 minutes.
ये जो रेल विनियोग विधेयक है इस पर बोलने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, रेल बजट के दूसरे दिन अखबार की हेडलाइन थी कि इस बजट में स्पीड के अलावा सब तेज है। माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, ये सत्य है कि भारतीय रेल प्रतिदिन 23 मिलियन लोगों को यात्रा कराती है और प्रतिदिन लगभग 3 मिलियन टन सामान ढोती है। मगर ये तो पुरानी कहानी है। माननीय मंत्री जी ने जनमानस की अपेक्षा थी कि इन भारतीयों ने अब तक रेल पर पाँव नहीं रखा, वो लोग जो रेल से उतरकर अपनी किस्मत को खोजते हैं या फिर 70% सामान जो अन्य साधनों से ढोया जाता है, उनको रेल की ओर से संतोष भरे कदमों से मोड़ने के लिए माननीय मंत्री जी ने कोई प्रयास या प्रस्ताव नहीं किया है। हमें आशा थी कि वो सुहाने चुनावी वादे की तरह कोई सुहाना प्रस्ताव अवश्य करेंगे, परंतु इस रेल बजट में ऐसा कुछ ना कर पाने की हमें निराशा हुई है। माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, इस रेल बजट में माननीय रेल मंत्री जी ने लगभग 5 साल की जो योजना बनाई है, लगभग 8 लाख से करोड़ से अधिक का बजट इन्होंने रखा है और लगभग जो रेल बजट जो 15-16 का है वो लगभग 1 लाख करीब का बजट है। मैं माननीय रेल मंत्री जी से कहना चाहता हूं कि जो ये रेल बजट जो पेश किया गया है, इसमें तमाम मदों ये रखे गए हैं बजट इन चीज़ों में खर्च करना है, जैसे सफाई की व्यवस्था है, रेल की सुरक्षा की व्यवस्था है, नई रेल पटरियाँ डालने की व्यवस्था है और प्लेटफार्मों को मॉडर्न बनाने की जो तमाम है। मैं ये माननीय रेल मंत्री जी से जानना चाहता हूं कि तमाम इस प्रकार की जो चीज़ें हैं इसके लिए इस बजट में प्रावधान किया गया है, लेकिन हमने अक्सर इसके पहले भी देखा है अन्य रेल बजटों में भी, और इसमें भी देखा गया है कि जो धन आवंटित किया है विभिन्न मदों में उसका समुचित उपयोग जो है उसमें नहीं हो पाता। अभी भी आपने देखा होगा कि तमाम ऐसे जो है कोचेज हैं जो पुराने हैं, जिनमें वो सुविधाएं नादारद हैं। जहां तक पेट्रोल का सवाल है, वो पेट्रोल 2-2, 3-3 दिन इस्तेमाल करने के बाद धोए जाते हैं। जो वहाँ की कैटरिंग की जो व्यवस्था है रेल में, जो खाने पीने की व्यवस्था है, वो व्यवस्था भी ठीक नहीं है। जहां तक मैं वैशाली ट्रेन से यात्रा करता हूं, उसके जो कैटरिंग की व्यवस्था, उसके खाने की व्यवस्था वो शुद्ध नहीं है। आपने रेडी टू ईट फूड की बात कही, अभी तक जो आपने कहा कि मोबाइल SMS देने के बाद वो भोजन आपको ट्रेन में उपलब्ध हो जाएगा, ऐसी कोई सुविधा अभी तक जो है रेल यात्रियों को मुहैया नहीं हुई। जहां तक इस देश के आम जन मानस की बात है, आम रेल यात्री की बात है, उन्हें कोई सुविधा नहीं मिल पाती। आपने कहा था कि ट्रेनों में हम RO लगाएंगे ताकि उन्हें शुद्ध पानी की व्यवस्था हो सके, अभी तक उसकी व्यवस्था नहीं हो पाई है। इसके पहले भी मैंने रेल बजट जो 2014-15 का जो रेल बजट हुआ था, उसमें भी मैंने तमाम ऐसी बातों को हमने कहा था। जहां तक रेल ओवर ब्रिज का सवाल है, माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, केंद्र सरकार रेल मंत्रालय का जो हिस्सा है वो अभी तक नहीं मिला है। उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार ने अपने हिस्से का कुछ पैसा ROB के निर्माण कार्य में दिया है। मैं माननीय रेल मंत्री जी से ये कहना चाहता हूं कि जो रेल ओवर ब्रिज है उसका कम से कम पैसा आप जो है ये वहां दें, आवंटित करें, जिससे कि ROB का कार्य प्रभावित हो रहा है वह ना हो। इस तरह से तमाम ऐसी जो चीजें हैं, जो सुविधाएं हैं, तो आपने पैसा तो रखा, आपने 8 लाख रुपया 5 साल के लिए आवंटित किया है, आपने ये प्रोग्राम बनाया है, लेकिन तमाम जो उसके हैं, जैसे जम्मू कश्मीर है, पूर्वोत्तर के राज्य हैं, जो राष्ट्रीय जो योजनाएं हैं उस पर आप कैसे करेंगे? तमाम जो है उसमें भूमि अधिग्रहण की समस्या है, वन की समस्या है, सुरक्षा की समस्या है, कानून व्यवस्था की समस्या है, इससे रेल मंत्रालय कैसे निपटेगा? मैं ये माननीय रेल मंत्री जी से जानना चाहता हूं। आपने बहुत ही सुनहरे सपने दिखाए हैं, आपने बुलेट ट्रेन चलाने की बात की है, 60,000 करोड़ रुपया आपने उस पर खर्च करने की बात है। मैं माननीय रेल मंत्री जी से कहना चाहता हूं कि बुलेट ट्रेन तो चलाइए, बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन कम से कम जो इस समय जो रेल की जो स्पीड है वो स्पीड लोग है 60 से 70 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटा उसका एवरेज स्पीड है, कम से कम इसकी स्पीड को बढ़ाइए, रेल लाइनों को दुरुस्त कीजिए, और इन सारी बातों को आप करते हैं तो अच्छी बात है, वरना ये बजट निराशाजनक बजट है, ऐसा मैं मानता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you. Sir Derek O'Brien, your party time is 3 minutes.
Yeah, so fine, sir. Look at the state here. You can give me some of their time also, because they've been derailed.
See,
Sir,
don't take their time,
this
they will demand
government-
something in return.
This government is talking to us about cooperative federalism. But unfortunately, they are talking about cooperative federalism, but if you look at the way they are approaching the railways on 1 or 2 issues, they are killing federalism, sir. Because even the BJP MP first, not me, the BJP MP who spoke today first suggested to his minister, please complete the existing projects. Mr. Railway Minister, your own MP from the backbench is suggesting to you to complete the existing projects. I'm also telling you the same thing. I disagree with you on everything, but since he's saying complete, so complete. So why aren't you completing the existing projects in Bengal? You are going to tell me you cannot complete the existing projects in Bengal because you gave us so many thousand crores. But you look at the percentage of what you have given. Don't look at the real numbers. Look at the percentage of the completion of the projects. This is the first. Number 2, you have been going on and on and on in the house, also outside of the media, about SPVs, about special purpose vehicles. I'm beginning to wonder whether the SPVs are special purpose vehicles or are they Suresh Prabhu vehicles? Because, sir, there's a basic problem. Your intention is good, but I'll tell you where your basic problem is, and you must consider what I'm going to suggest. For the special purpose vehicles which you're suggesting you set up a special purpose vehicle where for each project it will be dissolved after the project finishes, right? Now the problem is the funding. You want the state to fund. Of course, some states can fund, but there are debt-stressed states, like my state, Bengal, Punjab, Haryana. We are debt-stressed. We are paying interest for no fault of ours. That's why the CPM got thrown out of there, so we have to work on the interest. We have increased taxes in our state in the last 3 years without increasing taxes, but we've increased revenue by 105%. How? We've collected more taxes. So please, when you're suggesting these SPVs, it's not a good suggestion because it's not a level playground. So when you're talking about federalism, when you're talking about cooperative federalism, sir, you have to do this. And my neighboring state, Orissa, neighbor is also here. You please study what happened with POSCO and an SPV there. It has run into all kinds of problems and it is not the best. So the message I want to leave you is with 2. 1, like your MP said in the beginning, you complete the existing projects. You haven't announced new projects. Fair enough. Complete the existing projects. Do not deprive states which are dead states and Bengal and this SPV. Try it once or twice somewhere else. It's going to fail in 6 months and then come back to normal. Because you cannot be talking in a speech saying that you're giving more money to the states from 32%, 42%. But in reality, you are not. Please, Mr. Railway Minister, we urge you to consider these points in the next, either in your response, which you cannot do, I understand that, but please do this as soon as possible. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Derek O'Brien. Sri A.U. Singhdeo. Your party time is 2 minutes, but take 2.5 or 3 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Deputy Chairman, sir, first of all, I would like to congratulate the Minister, sir. He has not announced any new lines, new projects arising out of social obligations and political compulsions. So this is a departure from the past. I need to congratulate him on this issue, sir. It's hardly any point blaming this particular government, sir. Every time a minister has come and all the past governments, there are about 16 lakh crores projects pending. जो मंत्री आया उसने एक प्रोजेक्ट शुरू कर दिया, जो मंत्री आया उसने एक अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लिए, अपने स्टेट के लिए एक प्रोजेक्ट शुरू कर दिया. तो 16 लाख करोड़ के जो प्रोजेक्ट पेंडिंग है, मंत्री ये सरकार पैसा कहाँ से लाएगी? इसलिए इन्होंने जो अभी the fact that he has asked for SPV vehicles in every state is a very good idea, sir, and it should be followed. Odisha is ready for it, and we are going to support this issue, sir. So secondly, sir, the railway suffers a loss of 30,000 crores annually. I find, and here I must say, that the Indian Railway is perhaps the cheapest railway system in the world, and the government has not increased any prices for the passengers. Now, sir, this is a populist thing. I am saying don't increase the rates. That's fine. That's a populist budget, but the government of the day should support the railways by giving it money from their own, giving it subsidy, like they give subsidy to petrol, to diesel. If they want the prices to be down, let the Honorable Finance Minister and the Prime Minister give 30,000 crore or whatever subsidy is required to the railways so that they can keep the prices down. The Minister has no business in running the railways to a loss when he can very easily make profits on this, and here the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister need to subsidize the railways. Sir, I have two suggestions which are practiced all over the world. One is the platform ticket. Here the Minister must increase the police force on the platform ticket, because in platform side, because no unworthy people without tickets can go in. It will stop pickpocketing and all the crowding that takes place. And second, sir, instead of getting bullet trains and spending 60,000 crores on the bullet train, every train must have an automatic closing door. So nobody can enter, nobody can be thrown out of the train, or no dacoits can enter. And this would solve an immense amount of problem. Sir, the other thing that the railways does is outsource. They outsource the laying of the railway lines. It costs about 10 crores to do 1 kilometer of railway line. This is something which need not be outsourced. The railways has the potential and the money to buy particular machinery, so that this machinery can be utilized and they can do their own work. So the decentralization that needs to take place. I believe the De Broglie panel has submitted a report on the railways. So they have said that there should be rationalization of zone and divisions, decentralization of power to general managers and DRMs. This is something which needs to be followed. People sitting in central offices in Delhi can't particularly take initiative in this. Sir, just the last point, you rung the bell so many times, and the time is coming to a close, sir. Sir, there are some demands of Odisha I would like to put on record. The Odisha government has given consent for the formation of a special purpose vehicle for execution of all new railway projects in the state. Action is awaited from the Railway Ministry regarding the same. 2. The establishment of a wagon factory on the identified patch of land in village Sitapalli of Ganjam,
Okay.
and one wagon maintenance of workshop in Kalahandi of Kathamanji district.
Okay.
3, sir, improvement of existing railway stations at Puri and Bhubaneswar. 4, sir, setting up of a railway medical college at Mancheshwar and Bhubaneswar. 5, sir, creation of new division and headquarters of Rourkela, Jharsuguda under the jurisdiction of East Coast Railways. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sri A. K. Selvaraj. Just 3 minutes. Eh?
Deputy Chairman, sir, I thank you very much for allowing me to participate in the Appropriation Railway Bill 2015. While welcoming the Railway Budget 2015 and 16, our leader, Dr. Purchi Talavi Amma, has demanded the Chennai should be given high priority in the Diamond Quadrilateral high-speed rail network, for which the preparatory work are to be commenced soon, and also demand that the government should ensure enough funds for project in the railway in Tamil Nadu, which has been held up for wants of funds. The Tamil Nadu has sought support for 10 critical new projects which need to be taken up for the state of Tamil Nadu, and similarly 22 projects are pending execution which were announcing on various earlier occasions but were not taken up for want of funds. Our beloved leader Amma has also demanded that the speedy implementation of the 3 railway projects, the Chennai-Thoothukudi freight corridor, Chennai-Madurai Kanyakumari high-speed passenger link, and Coimbatore-Madurai high-speed passenger link. However, our leader has expressed displeasure for not making any announcement regarding to the introducing of new trains. Our demands: the Mettupalayam railway station can now accommodate the trains with only 13 coaches maximum. If the platform is expanded to accommodate train with 24 coaches, trains like Mettupalayam Chennai, Mettupalayam Nilagiri Express can start and terminate at the Mettupalayam itself. Presently, 11 coaches are attached and are discharged at Coimbatore. And over the following trains can also be extended to Mettupalayam. Charan Express, which presently run between Coimbatore, Chennai, Coimbatore. Coimbatore-Mangalore Intercity Express, Coimbatore-Mangalore fast passenger, Amirda Express running between Palakkad and Thiruvananthapuram. The electrification work on Mettupalayam, Coimbatore segment is over and yet to be put into use. Since the electrification work is over, it is requested that the new passenger train between Mettupalayam and Pollachi introduced. The passenger train running between Mettupalayam and Coimbatore does not have a stoppage at Veeravandi, Pudupalayam and Tudiyalur, as these stations do not have platform now. Therefore, platform can be created at above station and funds to be provided for the same, so that the said train as well as the new passenger train demanded can have stoppage at above station. There has been a long pending demand for creation of rail overbridge at Karamadai south on NH 67 between Mettupalayam and Coimbatore stretch, and another one at Karamadai west on Karamadai-Tholambalayam road. All the preliminary works related to ROB at Karamadai south are over, and regarding the ROB at Karamadai west, the work has been incorporated in the annual plan for the current financial year. Therefore, I urge upon the Honorable Minister to incorporate the above work in the current ongoing project.
Okay.
Sir, I again urge upon the Honorable Minister to pay special attention to implement the above proposal at the earliest. With this, I conclude my speech and support the Appropriation Railway Bill 2015. I once again thanks my beloved leader, Dr. Purchi Talavi Amma, for providing the opportunity to be a part of this important bill, and I also thank the chair for allowing me to join the debate on the above. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Sri Suresh Prabhu.
Sir, I'll just speak from here. Sir, I first of all thank you for giving me this opportunity, as well as all the members who have spoken from 5 different parties, for making very valuable points. And I will definitely make sure that all of these suggestions which will be fully implemented. Some points have been made about Jammu and Kashmir. I assure the honorable member that we'll definitely, this is a priority. Sir, Jammu and Kashmir are northeastern states of India, are real priority for connectivity. We have seen that all the 8 states in Northeast and Jammu and Kashmir, if they are properly connected, it will really transform the region in an enormous manner. In fact, we are already working not only through the railways, but also Ministry of Defence is also going to work with us for some of the lines. So we'll make sure that we really try to complete this project. Sir, Mr. Alok Tiwari from Samajwadi Party raised some very interesting issues. I want to tell him, and because his concerns are about implementation, first of all, I am very happy that he has such a great expectation from us, because it's a government led by Mr. Narendra Modi, so that's why he's right in expecting it. He's saying that 7 weeks have passed and not everything is implemented. So I'm very happy that he expects like this in 7 weeks, which could not be done in so many years, because, rightly so, because of the type of leadership the government has provided. So he's right in expecting it, and I wish that his good wishes will always remain with us. But I want to tell him that in such a short period of 7 weeks, we have tried to implement each and every announcement at the various stage of implementation. One, all the points have been assigned to individual members, and many of the things, like for example, on Thursday I presented a budget and I said that we'll start the customer service portal. It was launched on Monday, within 3 days of completing it. We said we'll start paperless ticketing, which was launched only last week. We said we'll start e-catering. It is already operating in more than 100 trains. We already are monitoring each and every announcement that is made in the budget through e-Samiksha, which is a very high-ended software, so that each and every point that we mentioned is under implementation. So I'm very happy that what he has expected from us, we are definitely trying to do. He has also said that we should ensure proper spending, and that's the reason why we talked about a completely different accounting reform, not the one that was contemplated by good friend Mr. Derek O'Brien, but going beyond it. Sir, we are trying to make sure that the time we make the budget, the time we spend the money, then comes the outcomes, and then outlays, and then comes the outcome. Each and every point should be properly monitored so that every expenditure results into tangible, concrete benefit as was intended when we budgeted it. This is unfortunately the flaw of the government system itself, that if you go by last 60, 70 years, the amount of money that we have spent is enormous. But the benefit that we are supposed to come out of it never happened, so we need to look at structures. Why it didn't happen? We must look at ourselves and try to reform the system. That's why, sir, we are putting in place a reform accounting system which will probably capture this in a proper manner. Sir, ROBs and RUBs he mentioned. I am very happy to say that this particular budget, we are targeting more than 900 ROBs, so this is the highest ever. Also, we are targeting more than 3,500, I could be a little wrong because I don't refer, but something like that, in terms of making sure that unmanned level crossing will be removed in a big way. Sir, common man has been one of the important target for us, and therefore this particular budget, we are actually talking about, most of the things that we talked about are meant for our common people. Sir, just, I don't want to take too much of time, but sir, each and every aspect of the budget speech is devoted to him. In fact, the budget itself should be devoted to that common man, because this has been the thrust area of our government. Sir, my good friend Derek O'Brien has given a very good suggestion that I should not call it SPV, I should call it DOB, Derek O'Brien Vehicle. And I would really willing to accept it. If that can change it, I am very willing to do it, because I will tell you the reason. What is the reason why?
Suresh, if you don't mind, you can add one more D also. DD, Derek, Special Purpose Vehicle.
I don't really. And I think this is something which we must do, and Derek is good in words, so I think you can always, you are blessed. So he is blessed with literary talent, so he should suggest some more ideas, I'll tell you. Sir, his point is, and which I agree with him completely, not only my BJP MPs, but all the House will agree, including my good friend Mr. Singdev, is that complete incomplete projects. Sir, this is the budget thrust. If you go through the previous budgets, some of the great ministers from West Bengal also have been leading it. New projects are announced, and that is the point that I am making. So whatever announcements have been made, unfortunately Tamil Nadu never had a railway minister. And therefore we are seeing that we want to complete the projects which were announced by the previous government, and that for that purpose only we did not announce any new project. So you are trying to find fault with something which you have done good, and therefore what I am saying is this is exactly the thrust of this budget. This is the whole idea. So this 8,50,000 crore that we want to devote it to such purposes wherein those projects can be completed. But even then, sir, we have increased the plan outlay by almost 100% this time. 8,50,000 crore will be unprecedented in the history of railways, but still will not be able to meet all the demand. That's why what we suggested that we'll also make additionally, we'll make special purpose vehicle, and I am now willing to change the name to Derek O'Brien vehicle. We said we'll make this institution wherein now the normal system of the government budget is that if you want to take any particular project, 100% of the money should be provided in the budget. If you are taking 10,000 crore, 10,000 crore be sure provided, but it never happened. That's why what I'm suggesting, please don't take it, take it in the right way. We are saying that we'll put 100 rupees, you put 100 rupees, so 200 rupees now can be leveraged by to 3 or 4 times, and therefore we can implement the project. I'm very happy that Orissa government has really agreed, and not only Orissa, sir, I have got a list of all the states who agreed, including West Bengal had sent in writing about the in principle agreement. And therefore, I am willing to look at it to make sure that West Bengal is one of the important states for us. Mamata Banerjee is one of our revered sisters. So we'll definitely make sure that this is completed. But for that, cooperative federalism is not one-ended traffic. It is not that, the central government must do everything. This is the citizens of state. We must work for both the ends. If you are going to say that only central government should give and we have the right to criticize, it's never going to work. So therefore, if we really feel that we are working for the people in Bengal, then it is our bounden responsibility that we must pay something to make sure that happens. Otherwise, we'll keep blaming. And we are only saying that we are not doing this because this is the vehicle and all this. So Orissa, which is not a richer state than West Bengal, is willing to do it. Sir, we signed an SPV already on the 4 days back when your minister was here. And therefore, we'll complete it in terms of doing more projects there. So therefore, this is the idea. Sir, Mr. Singhdev has made some very...
Sir, 1 second. We leave for a second. One question, only one question. Mr. Through you, sir, to the railway minister, the issue is not a phobia for SPVs. The issue is there are 2 kinds of projects. There are existing projects and there are new projects. So my specific query to you and suggestion to you, sir, was for existing projects, the debt-stressed states will have a problem because you've changed the model of funding. That's the concern. For the new projects, we are open to that. But you've changed the model of funding halfway through the project.
Yes, I have suggested and requested that the railway shouldn't be taxed because they haven't increased the fares. And if the government can subsidize the petrol and the diesel, they should also subsidize the railways so that they don't go on a loss because they have not increased the passenger fares. We are the cheapest in the world, sir.
Okay. Mr. Prabhu, please.
Sir, this is really speaking not the reality. The funding pattern remains the same. We are going to look at all the funding of the projects, and therefore, sir, what has happened? This year, we have increased the share of West Bengal to 3,615 crores, which was in the 13-14, the last year of UPA, was only 1,604 crores. So if you increase it from 1,604 crores to 3,615 crores, is it a small addition? And that is why I am saying that our whole idea in the cooperative federalism is that we want to work with the states, but states also work with center. It cannot be working unless we can work together. And that is what my point was. And sir, A.V. Singhdev has made some very good points, and he has already welcomed SPV like all of the states, most of the states. And he has said that there should be a more subsidy. I think our finance minister would be more than happy to do that. But he has also his other limitation, compulsion.
Yes, sir, I think you should
very
subsidize the
difficult
railways
to
also.
himself. But we definitely are working, and in fact, sir, I will tell you that this is the budget. If you look at, we presented budget on first day, then 2 days later he presented. Sir, the support that railway is getting from the finance ministry is unprecedented, not only in form of subsidy, but in many other forms. We are going to use capital expenditure, so we need money to be found for that. It cannot come from revenue, and that's why, sir, we are doing it. Delegation, what you have mentioned, is definitely there. I will look into the problems of 2 states, sir, Tamil Nadu as well as West Tamil Nadu as well as Orissa, specific problem, we'll definitely look into it. And also, as I said, West Bengal is an important state for us. We'll definitely make sure that West Bengal
right.
works. My only appeal to you is to, through the members and through the chair, sir,
Okay.
is that West Bengal should also cooperate in the work with us.
Sir, we have made a strong plea to see that the Honorable Railway Minister, who is very dynamic to implement creation of, the promise of creation of new railway zone for Andhra Pradesh. I hope he would
Okay.
incorporate in his reply. And Honorable Finance Minister also is here. Adequate funding for railway projects, especially the Kalahasti Nadikudi, which is an alternative route.
Okay,
If there is anything happen,
All right.
we need to have a, for Kerala, sir, it's important. So I
right,
would
all
request the Honorable Railway Minister
Okay.
to kindly react on that,
For
because
Kerala
if
Okay,
any
sit
natural calamity happens, the entire route to south is cut. This Nadikudi, Srikalahasti
Okay, that's
will
all.
provide an alternative route to the
all.
south.
I
So I
know,
would request the Honorable
okay,
Minister,
that's-
the ROR is 40%. I think the state
All
government
right.
also came
All
forward
right.
to argument. So I would request the Honorable
Okay,
Railway Minister
Kerala, there
to
was a-
respond to these two issues.
You, Mr. Minister, there was, your predecessor
Sir,
got a, Mr. Minister.
First about the zone.
Mr. Minister,
It is
please.
already under active consideration. As far as the Andhra,
Your predecessor had a conference, a meeting in my chamber with the Kerala MPs.
yes, sir.
There were some promises.
Yes, sir.
Look into that.
Sure.
Okay,
Sir,
please.
Sir,
Okay.
Kerala also has got, I will not give you, but sir, will definitely do this. And in fact, Kerala Chief Minister and the Leader of Opposition both agreed for SPV. And sir, we'll definitely do that. Also for Andhra Pradesh, the Chief Minister already agreed. So therefore, we'll definitely work on that.
Okay.
The zone, as I said, is already under consideration. Sir, I just
Okay,
wanted
that's
to-
all. That's
last
enough.
point is, sir, more or less all the points,
Over.
all the points that you have mentioned.
You
are-
replied.
are-
You replied to your point. You didn't reply. You replied you.
Yeah, I told him.
Interrupting, sir.
No, I told you that the zone is under active consideration.
He said that.
That has been there for the last, so.
What else you want?
Put a full stop to that consideration business.
but
Do
don't
it,
worry.
sir.
Okay.
You know, just be little patient. You are a great civil servant, so you know exactly how much
All
time
right.
it takes to implement civil.
Mr. Seelam, he said it is under consideration, active consideration. No, not for. As long as he wants, sit down.
Promise made in this house. Some promise made in
Okay.
this house. You
Question
have
is-
witnessed it. So kindly see
He
that
said
the
it is under active consideration.
that has
What
been
more you
there.
want?
From day one they are saying.
What more
that.
you want?
What is that consideration?
Pardon?
About Kerala, the development, the issues is, when we discussed earlier, then also in the reply, Kerala was not considered. Even consideration, the word is not coming from him, sir.
He is giving consideration for Andhra.
Andhra, that is why we are requesting our cost factor.
No, but Kerala also he said he will look into.
Rectification,
Okay.
everything is there, sir.
That's okay. He said he will look into that. No, see. No.
Promises made in the
He
reorganization
Seelam,
act or implemented.
he said it is under active consideration. That is an assurance. You sit down, you understand. You yourself, see, you yourself were an officer. You know the meaning of active consideration in government parlance. It has a meaning. You should know that.
Will there is railway, where there is no will there is
no.
survey. So what is it, survey
No. That's
or
okay.
a railway?
No, that's okay. The question is that appropriation railways number 2 bill 2015 as passed by Lok Sabha be taken into consideration. Those in favor please say aye. Those against please say no. I think the ayes have, the motion is adopted. We shall now take up clause by clause consideration of the bill. Clauses 2, 3 and schedule stand part of the bill. Those in favor please say aye. Those against please say no. I think the ayes have it. Clauses 2, 3 and schedule are adopted. Clause 1, the enacting formula and the title stand part of the bill. Those in favor please say aye. Those against please say no. I think the ayes have it. Clause 1, the enacting formula and the title are adopted. Mr. Suresh Prabhu to move that the bill be returned.
Sir, I beg to move that the bill be returned.
The question is that the bill be returned. Those in favor please say aye. Those against please say no. I think the ayes have it. The bill is